Hello everybody, this is the Movie Maniacs with me, Andrew.
Carter, yep.
Yep, we still do that because we're growing fast and we're almost at 200 subscribers, so please keep subbing if you want to see more every week, hopefully. So today we have to review Doctor Strange.
Yep, new Marvel movie.
Yeah, new hero into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Finally gets a movie, one of the bigger Marvel heroes. Took a long time for them to get it. It's kind of funny you get Ant-Man before Doctor Strange.
Yeah, this is someone I didn't really know much about, but
He's pretty big in the comic universe.
Went in with an open mind.
Yeah. So Carter, why don't you start with the positives here?
Sure. So for one thing, this movie is has a great story to it. I thought it had a very interesting, very unique plot to it, way different than most superhero movies. Benedict Cumberbatch did a pretty good job as Doctor Strange. He wasn't really believable as American. He always seems British to me, but
no, that's true. I'll give you that.
He still did a good job. This visual effects are definitely the biggest plus of this movie, just because they look so trippy and weird and fantastic. Everything's turning and twisting around.
Mm-hmm.
Some solid comedy moments, but definitely a very good story with some good action in there. I thought it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably just kind of reiterate what you said. I liked it because the Doctor Strange character I thought was very interesting going into this. I didn't really know much about him, and you find out a lot about him, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch did a really good job as him. Yes, you're right. Not as believable as an American, but I think he did a really good job. And some of the intense moments, he actually added some life to that character. I liked all the characters in the movie. I can't think of the woman's name. The bald lady.
The ancient one.
Ancient one. I liked her a lot and as a character. I knew you were just kind of like, oh, she was good. I thought she was pretty good. Visual effects are amazing. I mean, this movie, I think you should see in 3D, not based on anything's coming at you.
Yeah, not much comes at you, but
the visuals they put in this movie is definitely the best visual Marvel movie I've seen, I would say.
It's more atmospheric when you see it.
Very atmospheric. We saw it in IMAX, very good. We always talk about how the Marvel scores are not that great. Nothing memorable, but it's getting there. Michael Giacchino, I thought, did a pretty good score. I mean, nothing like groundbreaking, but pretty good.
Yeah.
Action scenes are cool with all the symbols and whatnot. Learning the backstory is great. And yeah, it's just a fun Marvel movie. It's definitely different and interesting because the plot is a little more complex than a normal Marvel movie.
Yeah, I'd
you
say
would see.
too. Yeah.
Negatives.
Okay, so negatives are what you just said is that well, it's a very interesting plot. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, a little complicated. It doesn't take too much off from me, but definitely that was just kind of like where are they right now? Why are they what? Like a few times like that. But and then another thing is some of the humor just is kind of lame. A lot of it does land, I'd say, pretty well. I mean,
I'd say it lands a little bit better than some Marvel movies.
Yeah, but still, there's a few things in there. They're like, okay, please don't. No.
It's not an Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy kind of humor like most of it hits. It's kind of off and on.
Yeah. And then once again, the villain's just not too memorable. Like Marvel really needs to amp that up. Like I love villains, and I think villains in Marvel need to be way more interesting than they are. The one in this movie didn't even get very much screen time, I don't think.
No, and I think the actor is capable of doing it, and I believe if you go to the comics, the character has depth. They just don't show it on screen.
And the most thing I remember about him is that his eyes he had something around his eyes. That's all.
Like some like.
I don't even remember his name. I don't.
No, I don't either.
But that's all I really have for negatives. What do you think?
Negatives here are basically just gonna go after you. Some things can be a little bit confusing. Nothing like too big, like the whole plot's super convoluted. No, it's not like that. It's just some confusing details to the part. The villain, it's just another Marvel villain. I think they really need to step it up. They never really mention kind of how long it takes for him to kind of train.
Yeah, he becomes Doctor Strange. Like he can't make the little portal thing.
Yeah,
all of a sudden he just can.
Yeah, it's like he's having a struggle, and then he's like the best one there. It's like, how does that work? And I'm guessing it's over a period of years, but then
they don't really demonstrate that.
Like that.
They don't really demonstrate it.
I think that could have been a little better. I won't say the movie's ever boring, but I feel like some scenes could have been a little faster paced. Could have been a little bit of shorter movie, but you're always waiting for that visual feast. I think the movie is pretty dang good. Good Marvel movie. I think you guys should see it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Not my favorite Marvel movie, but it's definitely in the books for, I don't know, like 7, 6 on the list. It's pretty good.
Okay. And I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 stars because it's a very enjoyable movie. I didn't find much wrong with it, but I just based my rating mostly on my enjoyment because I did really enjoy it, but it's not like it didn't really have me jacked and like ready to see the sequel right away or anything. So 7 out of 10 stars, a solid, good movie. I really liked it. Good visual effects, definitely.
And he said that he will return, so I guess we'll see him probably in Infinity War. I don't expect.
I like the scene with Thor in the credits also.
That was good. Yes. Yeah, I think this is. I'm gonna go with the point. I'm gonna say it's tied with Civil War for me. To be honest, Civil War and Doctor Strange. Civil War is cool to see all the heroes and has a good story, but Doctor Strange is a different Marvel movie. It's interesting. So it's hard to say. This movie I think is gonna make my top 10 of the year, but not. But I don't. I'm not. Who knows?
I'm not sure if it will, but
a lot of films coming.
I do like it though.
Yes. So that's our review for Doctor Strange. Make sure you give this video a like and a comment what you thought on the film. Make sure to sub. We're so close to 200. We want to keep pushing to keep giving you guys the best content we can. Thanks so much for watching. We're the Movie Maniacs, signing out.